I don't understand. I don't understand your words, my dude.
It's funny because that's exactly what's going on. Oh shit! Oh man, that was really funny.
Well, Dio is now doing Dio things.
He's rolling around so much that he's starting to get like skin folds that are like rolling up next to him. Wow, he really went for it. What a badass.
Speaking of my dude. All right, rat in here, right?
Yeah. Chad, if there's a better way to farm humanity for this, by all means. Oh, you know what? Actually, since you're not killing anything terribly...
You didn't even bother! Ugh.
Actually, you'll have to change your equipment again. But if you switch out your Havel ring for the covetous gold serpent ring, you will get better. You get a better drop rate. It's literally for farming items.
Okay. It's easy area, so.
Yeah, it's not really gonna matter.
Go back to the Wanderer, and no, that's not the right one. There we go.
More rats in the depths, but then you have to go to depths. The Sun Altar bonfire? No, mate. Probably. I don't know if we can warp to it.
Wait, I killed that dude down there, right?
Yeah, that was Havel.
Sorry, Havel. No, I'm not interested in dealing with you. Down here?
I think. Oh wait, I'm actually wrong. That's not Havel down there.
This way?
Well, that leads to depths.
Okay. This is not where I was thinking, but I guess we'll deal with it this way. Where are the rats?
Yeah, you gotta go quite a ways to get him
Alright.
from here, so like... I'm trying to think where is an easy...
Where's that area that I had trouble with before? Remember the early, like the rat boss, literally?
Yeah, that's where I'm thinking. I think that's where Cell is trying to,
Undeadburg. That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too, but I think that...
I should have went to Undeadburg instead of Firelight.
Yeah, you went all the way down... No. You went all the way down to the end of this instead of taking that exit on the right after the gate. Oh, that's what I'm saying, Sal. I don't know if we can teleport to that one. I'd forgotten about this, but you don't have access to every bonfire teleport in DS1.
Really? Really? Alright. Rats.
You're gonna pretty much run through this area before we get to the
Is
rats.
this the right direction, though?
Yeah, just tear through everything.
Oh, this is familiar.
Yeah, we remember this. Good times. Good times.
Oh, there's a bonfire to the left. So this is the undead bird bonfire that I would have warped to, right?
No.
No?
Maybe? I don't think that... don't think it was undead bird, was it?
The rat's down there?
No.
Oh, hey. My dude, calm down. He will not calm down.
They will not calm down. Everyone just sit down. Yeah, we're just burning through this area.
Should I have sat at that bonfire, though?
No, we're actually gonna find a different one. I think? Yeah, so I think that... I could be wrong, but I think the bonfire that's warpable is Undead Parish, which is just Andre. Oh, yeah! Cell is actually correct. Go back to the bonfire and go up the ladder. That's actually where we want to go. Sorry, it's been a while.
Right. Is this right?
No. You who's never played this game before, and me who never remembers how to navigate it. And that's why the stream is called Neither of Us Know Where We're Going. This is still mentally easier for me than La Mulana. Significantly so. So you can sit at that bonfire if you want.
I don't imagine I'm gonna die, but...
It's more about just getting a free health upgrade, or a free health refill. So this is basically going to be climb up ladder, go down, kill all these rats, then come back. And we're just gonna do that until we pick up a dozen humanities.
Which way? This way? Up?
I kind of don't remember.
Oh,
No,
it was this way.
It's
Yep.
definitely here. Definitely here.
Guys.
You are...
Oh, Straggle!
Yeah. Very slightly stronger now than you were before.
What? None?
They don't drop every time.
Are there more?
I think that's the only 3.
Ugh. Can I just buy them?
Can you just buy them? I believe the answer is yes, but...
They're expensive, right?
And limited. So I don't think there's a vendor that sells, like, infinite humanity. I think there are vendors that sell, like, 1 or 2. So you would have to spend a lot...
How much health will I lose?
Not enough to kill you. And you're gonna sit back down to the bonfire anyway, so...
Oh, that's fair.
Dark Souls 1 damage is pretty trivial. If you move on to 2, it's way more.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually an area that teaches you that by showing you a drop that looks like you would take like a sliver of damage in like right at... Dark Souls 2 has an equivalent of Firelink Shrine, where it's like, hey, this is the area where all of your NPCs and your stuff is.
Do not do damage to me, my dude.
I mean, he didn't really. So there's an area in Dark Souls 1 that is... basically the Firelink Shrine equivalent.
Jokers. None.
Yeah, it's not a common drop. You got really good luck with it, but... Luckily, the poison doesn't really matter in this case. actually, what might be a better idea than just farming rats is to go do one of the optional areas. Because you'll probably pick up a couple humanity while you're in there. Does it really have to be 30? I thought it was 20. Yeah, hi, Ellipsis. We're farming rats for humanity, for the thing. Because Jessi kind of hauled ass through demon ruins, and I was like, wait, hold on. We might need to stop.
What? How dare. I'm getting bad drop luck.
Yeah, it's not great. Oh. Hey! 11 to go. At least I think. Does she take twin humanities as 2? Or does she just not want those? Like, I actually don't know if that works. Because if she'll take twin humanities, then we only need 7. Oh, soft humanities. Okay, good. Okay, so we actually only need 7. That's good.
7 more from what I have now.
Yes.
Can I kill that dragon?
You can if you have something that can hit it from here.
A bow?
Generally.
No. I haven't even practiced using that at all.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. There is like an actual like first person shooting mechanic in this game if you choose to use that. Oh, that's nice. Yeet! Oh yeah. Ellipsis, I'd completely forgotten about that. We're using the gold serpent ring, but there's an actual item that you can use that boosts your drop rate too, right?
Do I have one?
I think you have a couple. It's some kind of like coin or something. Not the ones you sold. No, not that. I guess you don't have any. You get a boost for having humanity in you? Oh. Well, that might work out really well, actually.
I'm not gonna die.
Well, even if you do, you get them back as long as you pick up your, thing.
So should I use a humanity and then?
Yeah. Or 10.
Wait, use 10?
Because what's gonna happen here is,
This?
yeah. What's gonna happen is we need that number to hit 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever knew that, actually. So she's not going to take the actual item humanities out of your inventory.
Take it from me, so
she's going to take those. So we're going to have to use them eventually anyway. If we can use them now to increase your item drop rate, then all the better. So just don't walk off the edges.
Let's go somewhere else.
Go get your bloodstain back, please. Okay, you've got your 10 back. We're fine. Everything's fine. I swear, for every one shot on Sif, there's one of those.
Shut up! Oh, you make me want to quit now. That's just rude.
I'm sorry. It's not really a bad thing.
Dude.
Everybody has walk-offs. It's just the timing of it, like, just as
I know that, but I mean, like, to say that to me?
No, I know.
Knowing that I have insecurity about playing and just like, yep, well, you're Garbo. You just get lucky sometimes, is what it sounds like. And then nothing. Okay.
You're not Garbo.
I mean, that's what it comes off as, though. It's like, you do good things sometimes, but then you do that.
It's true, because that's what playing this game is like. It is epic successes followed by the silliest of mistakes.
I'm not
It's a
alone
universal
in making those things, though, but when you say it like that...
You sure aren't. It's a universal experience. Please no mad. No stop, no mad. Help, she mad.
My dude. What was kick again?
That is like R1 and forward at the same time.
With the shield down?
Yeah. You might be able to do it with the shield up, I'm not sure. Probably not, though. Yeah, that's it.
Ugh, I don't want that. Now I feel dumb for using those humanities earlier.
Well, if you're not comfortable running around with them, you don't have to have all 30 at the same time. So if you want to dump them just so that they're safe, we can go do that and come back.
I mean, if I roll off, I'm still gonna be able to pick them up, right?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, which is why I thought it was okay to joke about it. Silly little walk-offs and roll-offs and low button errors like that.
The thing is, I don't know that. This is my first time playing, and so you make that joke and for you, it's fine because you've played before, but for me, I haven't, so my immediate response to that is like, okay, I'm really garbage.
I mean, I understand.
I don't want that.
You're getting the drops from the wrong things. I understand where you're coming from. I think that the universal reaction to you playing this is one that is not suggesting that you are garbage. And also, even if you were, who cares? You're playing the game for fun. You're really not, though. You are actually, like, shockingly skilled for a first time. But you're still gonna walk off edges.
My dude. We tried to be cool about it.
Alright, I think 5 to go.
It's time for everybody's favorite smooth jazz.
Dio did not like that.
Oh, he says don't do that. Hi, buddy. You guys, our dog is really cute.
Oh, that was close.
Hey there. Not you. You're also cute, but you're obnoxious when you don't want him to get pets. I know, buddy. She's mean to you. I sat at the bonfire, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Sometimes I forget.
This one was easy to remember because you stopped the smooth jazz.
Oh.
The relaxation sounds of the ocean CD. Just to style on them. You didn't even need it.
Guys, stop with the swords, okay? I'll just feed it to Framp, but like...
I mean, sometimes they drop Titanite
Yeah,
shards.
I'm taking the Titanite, that's fine. Shimmy, shimmy. Goodbye.
You know, there's something to be said for the fact that, like, this is, like, your first real wall in the game that you had a lot of trouble with. And it's still kind of a pain in the ass. Even after all this time. With the Havel armor and the plus 15 sword and all of
I
this...
don't have like all of it on.
I know, but you're still pretty heavy. You got better armor than you did. You've got a way better weapon. You've got, like, notably better skills. But those rats are still assholes. Way more health, also.
Mm-hmm. Is something broken?
What? No.
Is that just telling me I have increased drop rate? What is that symbol?
Which one? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the snake from the ring.
Oh, okay.
And the other one, the yellow up arrow, I think is from the favor and protection ring?
No.
Okay, so I need to know, like, are we talking a pomegranate and a cherry cider? Or a pomegranate and cherry cider? Is this 2 items or 1 item? 2 items with 1 flavor each, or 1 item with 2 flavors? The kick. The kick to get off.
Nova!
Yes, Nova, hello. It is time for Watch Jessi be excessively good at Dark Souls hours.
You just saying that because you heard me
I bet he
being
didn't.
a sad.
I bet they didn't.
is currently time to to continuously farm humanity from Rat Boss that I spent how many hours on?
At least one.
Yeah. What did I spend the most time on? Bell Gargoyle?
In the whole game?
Yeah.
Probably
Silver
Bell
Knights.
Gargoyle, just in the sense that Bell Gargoyle is probably the only thing that you had to like leave and come back.
Oh my god, my dude! That reach. Get the timing down a little better. Okay, fine. How many more do I need? Where else did
Yeah, you
was
literally...
Blighttown? Did they have drops in Blighttown for humanity?
Not really. I mean, that I remember, not more than this, unfortunately.
I had big sad about it. I did not want to hurt a puppo.
Speaking of not wanting to hurt a puppo, I'm going to insist that Dio not chew his bone on top of my headphone cord.
My dude. Hello. Be awares.
Jessi is also angry with me because in the middle of my sentence of saying make sure you don't walk off the edge, she rolled off the edge, and then I made a crack about it, and she did not appreciate it.
Oh my god, y'all. This is not where I want my... stereo.
I like when that happens. No, says I guess it's time to fight then. Square up. I will not square up. I will apologize to you as I have apologized to her. And I would like to remind you that you, like her, are not garbage. You're not garbage.
Hypothesis.
In fact, I think that what actually happened there is it looked like you were probably trying to go into a sprint to get around the
and I
corner.
jumped.
And then you maybe like decided not to because you're like, ooh, it's a little risky. And so you probably tapped it and did a roll. And that's why that happened.
No. I don't... Maybe if I do that, we eat... Ah! Okay, that's
Titanite
fine.
Shard!
That's fine.
It's not bad. It's not what we're here for, but...
Just don't give me your loincloth, please.
You know what you can do with those Titanite Shards is upgrade your armor. Because, like, the one...
What do you want to bet? It's a longsword. Let's grab it before it
I
falls.
was going to say, it's not going to be anything if you don't get it.
Ah! Okay, bye. It's fine. It wasn't anything important, right?
I mean,
Yeah, we did it!
the literal best thing it could be is another Titanite Shard.
Oh, we missed. Backswing. Hey! That's right. Maybe because I let that other one fall off the ledge. Oh my god.
Oh, wait. Wait.
20. I have 20.
You're 12 plus 2 plus 2, so you need 4 more.
There you go. Don't mind.
all I'll say about this is, as much of a pain as this is, you don't want to be sad, right?
I'm not. I'm fine. I'm just a little bit sensitive about my skills as a gamer.
Oh no, I mean like sad about like game like things. You know, like fighting doggo made you sad? Sensitive about my skills as a gamer, she says, after like just parry styling on all the enemies in this area repeatedly.
My dude. What is worth the camera right now? What is
Killing 2 difficult bosses in a combined 6 attempts.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nice follow-up.
Y'all really just don't look like you're animated properly. Like
There's
little
nothing-
They're little mohawk. No, get off.
Really nothing about them is proper. I will say that when you were going through kindling every single bonfire you ever hit, I was like,
Honestly, some of those though actually made the difference in me making it through a battle. So
True,
like I'm
true,
not.
yes.
I'm not mad about that because that's a style of play that I'm not ever gonna give up.
Sure.
Like my heavy armor set.
Usually I like, there are some bonfires that are like this one in particular, that are in really difficult areas. And it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna need that extra Estus to get through this. But most of the areas where you, Jesus, like effortless.
Thank you.
Most of the areas where you kindled a bonfire, you ended up getting through with like 7 Estus left. So I don't mean like you should never kindle bonfires. You absolutely should. I was just advocating like be selective about it. Does that one have one or is it just shiny? It's just shiny.
Light, moonlight or whatever. I really want to eat that cookie that's in the fridge.
Oh yeah. You want me to bring it to you?
Is there 2?
I don't know.
You don't have to get it. We can eat it when we're done. Although, I don't know how much. What time is it?
I have no idea.
Oh.
It is 10:30. Coder hopes that you're appreciating my groveling as much as I am. This is basically how all of our fights or arguments go. Is like one of us does something to upset the other person, and then we spend the rest of the day apologizing about it. You know, for as emaciated as these guys are, they do have great abs.
Well. Ugh, this camera is being a butt to me right now.
You trying to push him off the edge now?
He's really being a butt. I do know how to kick, but I don't trust myself to do it properly without falling off the edge here.
This is a very tricky place to do it. those first two literally never drop one.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Well, the camera messes me up most of the time on that space. I'd rather not lose these humanities.
Yeah, if you actually died and then managed to die again without getting it back, and we did lose those 10 soft humanity, that would be like, okay, we're doing something else now. We're done. Thank you. Like, we'll get those humanities back, but like later.
That is exactly what I did earlier. I did not mean to do that roll. That's kind of why I was so shocked that it actually happened.
Yeah, and I could tell that it wasn't what you meant to do. So it was just a simple accident. Which again, happens to everyone all the time, and it's totally fine. Ooh, spooky. Hey, you're at 11,000 exactly. Aww. I was gonna say, where's the other one?
Come on, my dudes!
Yeah, they are not being generous with it.
It's time for fire breath, apparently.
I mean, to be fair, it is not it's not supposed to be a common drop.
I just got used to them happening, like, literally almost every time that I was going through there. But we also did that so many times. Like, I had a tough time.
I think by the time you're done with this farm, you will have still done it less times than you attempted
Probably,
it your
yeah.
first time through. Oh yeah, that's... No, but that's a good point, and now I feel bad.
So you're saying I shouldn't eat that cookie downstairs? And that's the secret to becoming ab-tastic?
If you want to look like these guys, then by all means, stop eating things. I mean, their abs look great, but that's about it.
As any K-pop star will tell you.
Damn, that's extra dark.
Mm-hmm. That's like 4 times in a row with no drops.
Yeah, it's pretty disheartening.
I like to style off of that, but it doesn't happen sometimes. Do the flippies.
Yeah.
I wish I could climb the stairs instead.
Ooh, lemon bars.
You know what's up. We made, I don't know if you have, Crumble by you, but the cookie place. Crumble cookies, but they had a couple months ago, they had a cookie that was... Sorry. Excuse me while I,
Were you apologizing to chat because you interrupted your story with a parry?
Yeah. They had a cornflake peanut butter marshmallow, like, no-bake cookie. And I found the recipe for it online because we loved it a lot. And since then, we've made it, like, 4 times. Like, a whole batch. And I can't stop making them.
I was gonna say, by we, you mean you.
I mean, baking and eating.
Well, yeah, I've been eating them for sure. Hey, he dropped one. I think the other one dropped one.
Hey!
Hey, all right.
Double! They made you a liar.
It's about damn time.
It's so... I'll send you the recipe later. It's so good. And really easy, and it takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes to make. It's basically like a half a stick of butter, a bag of mini marshmallows,
like a
seven cups
of cornflakes.
And three-fourths a cup of peanut butter.
I wonder if they'd hold together better if you crushed the cornflakes.
Possibly.
But then it would change the whole texture.
Yeah. And then it's not required, but you can buy the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup chips. They're like peanut butter chips in the baking aisle. And you take 2 tablespoons of that and you melt it in the microwave with a little bit of oil. And then you drizzle that on top, and then you put a little bit of unmelted marshmallows and unmelted peanut butter chips inside as you're stirring it to put it on the...
Just for a little texture.
More texture and a little more crunchy. And it's
That's supposed to be hard.
What? Doing that?
Like those parries that you just are like, that you're just kind of like doing in the background without thinking about it, without even locking on. I don't know if I've ever hit a parry without locking on.
I locked on, right? Didn't I?
Most of the time you don't. I don't know if you did that time or not, but most of the time you're just like...
Losers.
You're like, you're not even, you're not skipping a beat. It's like you're putting like... It's like as casual as like grabbing something from a drive-thru while you're on the phone. That's a terrible example. That's rude.
It is.
I don't know what I'm thinking. It's like being on the phone and then just like doing something, just like doing something with your offhand, like dropping change or something. That's the ease with which you're hitting these parries. It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, he did the wrong. He did the wrong one.
I probably jinxed it.
Oh, he dropped 2 things. That means I'm not gonna get anything over here.
Was one of them a shard?
No. It was a waistcloth and a shield.
Boo.
My dude. My dude! Just... Don't drop anything.
He did it. Oh my god. Double drops from both of them.
You know what that means!
It means it's a really good drop run. That's what it means.
It means
oh no.
It means nothing from the rat
no.
friends.
Oh no. Oh no. Aw. You only need one more, so if my count is correct. So we're getting there.
What?
What? Oh, he does that almost every day
I thought
now.
they beat it at 100%.
Yeah, well, what are they gonna do? Play a new game?
I mean, we could find something for him.
We could. But you know how they are.
Brosencha came up a minute ago and said that he was playing a game called Roll.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I don't know
I have no idea what that is. He's been playing Vampire Survivors.
I should play that sometime.
You should play Vampire Survivors. Honestly, we could pull it up right now. You could play it for like a few minutes if you wanted. Like not right now, but like when you're done with this.
Don't do it. Thank you. Hey!
Whoa, whoa! He's like, I'm trying to wait, we're doing this!
Rude.
Wow, you really...
He's just like, let me show you that I am not a weakling.
So he stabbed you 5 times for no damage.
Oh, and now we're gonna do this, huh?
Everybody aggressive this run.
You didn't even give anything.
They did not.
Hey! And we did it! Come back. Okay.
All right. Not even gonna run back.
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
That's what you need.
Alright.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna run back to that bonfire.
Styling!
You are going to warp to not Firelink to Daughter of Chaos again, and then you are going to pop every single humanity you have.
Sells into that body horror. That Kirby body horror.
I think once you get into the game, it probably doesn't hit you as hard.
Okay.
And you're gonna talk to Pale Spider Lady, and you're gonna give her everything you got.
What?
You
Talk?
might have to enter the Covenant first. Sorry, forest dudes. Oh, you never did that before. You got a pyromancy. Now you can offer humanity. You would like to offer all of the humanities. They are gone now. You can no longer kindle bonfires.
Okay.
These, by the way, are pyromancies you can equip and use if you would like.
Okay, that did thing.
You did thing.
She don't talk though. Sorry.
Well,
Booba lady.
She does. You can't understand her. You need a specific ring for it, which you don't have.
Okay.
Now go back to warp, and I want to see if you can actually go back to. You can't.
Should I go to Andre?
Andre?
To upgrade my armor? I got some Titanite.
Oh yeah. You could probably actually do that here,
Where?
just at the bonfire. If you just go to reinforce armor.
Oh. I can't do the hovel set?
That's a good question. Actually, chat, how do we actually upgrade? Yeah, you could do that, but there's no real point. You know what? Go to Havel, or go to Andre anyway. Go ahead and go to Undead Parish.
Oh, okay.
Because you picked up like 2 new embers. So he might be able to use one.
Yeah.
Havel set cannot be upgraded. Okay. Well, that answers that then. Makes sense.
That's an odd. It won't be easy. I'm afraid you'll have to look for someone else.
Well, it's probably the giant then. He help anytime.
He did help anytime. So, and Orlando then.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, you don't have to. You can just have him upgrade your shield?
No.
Yeah, you don't want that. That would... I think we have 2. I think we have Enchanted and...
That doesn't seem like it does much at all. I guess it is a first upgrade.
Oh, it's increasing your stability. But also, did you not upgrade this before? Did you scroll through? Have you not upgraded any of your shields? Oh, Tower Kite. Okay. I was gonna say, I was sure you did some of them at some point. Oh, you upgraded Crest too. actually, you could actually keep upgrading Crest, because that actually had better stats than the Balder. It just didn't have as much
That
stability.
takes twinkling, though.
That's true.
I'll do one. I've been rolling with Balder because it has better stability.
Roll with Balder. Don't let me tell you nothing. You can do it twice.
Don't get yourself killed.
Okay.
Hell,
so
you're actually sitting on a bunch of souls, so you could just buy another Titanite shard from him and upgrade it again if you wanted.
It won't be.
It's only 800. So it doesn't upgrade any of the block stats. It's still going to block the same percentage of everything. But you have upgraded its stability, so now blocking will take less stamina.
That's fine.
Don't get yourself.
Also, now that you're done with the grind, you can switch back to your normal set.
Go hollow.
Which grind?
The humanity grind. You can take that. You can put the Havel ring or the Havel armor back on and take the serpent's ring off.
Okay.
Okay, that's done. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna have to fight back through Demon Ruins. Through the Capras and everything. The good news is that it's not really
So
that
going
far.
here?
Yeah. Remember you saw the drop to where that item was? And you were like, ooh, can I go down there? And then you saw the centipede, but you didn't know it was a centipede at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to switch your pyromancy to something else, by the way? You actually have to do this at the bonfire.
I mean, are either of those that I just got good?
They're better than the fireball.
Yeah, it's the Havel ring.
So it's attune magic.
I can't?
Oh, you don't have enough slots. Okay, never mind. You would have to actually upgrade your attunement.
At the Firelink?
At your, you'd have to put points into that stat. So, forget it. Never mind. I thought you could just equip them for whatever.
Hi, T. How's it going?
Yeah, we've spec'd the whole thing out for, big, heavy, fast move. And it is working. It was very, very nice for 4 kings. You went through 4 kings so fast that you didn't even learn what most of us do, which is that there's more than 4 of them.
Oh.
They actually will keep spawning. The health bar is for 4 of them. But like, you would think that when you kill 3, that you would think when you kill 3 of them that you can, you know,
Speed strats.
you can just kind of safely focus on the one and no more will spawn, but they totally keep spawning. But you just stood in there and swung on them and killed them so fast that you didn't even see that that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like it ain't shit. Anyway, That area where you were asking, can I drop here? You totally can, and it allows you to avoid fighting all the Capra demons again. And now the centipede isn't there. So you can just go there and save yourself that headache.
Where the the bonfire is?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll get you to the bonfire, so you
Down
basically
there?
back... Yeah, so you're basically back where you were.
I'll lose quite a bit, but I won't
But you'll
die.
sit at the that was a little close.
No, I wasn't.
You had it under control, but I was a little scared.
Okay.
So now,
We're going down the pit.
yes.
Not the
so
fog door.
towards the fog door, but then make your detour over to the right. Also ain't shit. Hell out of here with that. Who cares?
Wait, is he gone?
He's the floor below that.
Oh, is he coming?
He might be now, but you can just keep going. I forgot about those. Legit also forgot about those.
Okay, so I don't think I aggroed him.
I don't think you did either, but he also can't follow you where you're going, so it doesn't really matter.
Am I gonna aggro that Capra demon? No. Okay, so down here.
Down here.
How?
Carefully.
On the side there? Okay. Down there? Or do I need to look down this way?
I'm being coy about this because I'm not 100% sure.
A long-ass corridor.
Your ultimate goal is on the lower level, but I don't know if there's items up here that you want. There's clearly one up on the other side, though I don't really know how you get to that.
Ugh, sketch. Can you slide off of that over there?
You might be able to.
Curious.
You might also die trying. But even if you do, you didn't have to do all that much to get here, so... You might be able to make that like as
Like
a
a
jump.
jump, right?
Possibly.
But then can you get around those pillars? Doesn't look like it.
Looks like you just barely can. But I also don't see any other way up there, so... I'm honestly not sure. It's probably just like a consumable soul. Like, I wouldn't imagine it's anything super, super important,
You can.
but
That's very taunty.
you could try.
But then you'd have to jump down from there. Correct?
Probably, yeah.
It's not important? Okay. Thanks for the info. I will avoid not dying, since his run back is... Well, run back's not bad, actually.
It wouldn't actually be.
There you go.
You'd have to kill another Taurus demon, but that's really about it.
I didn't take damage this time, so...
Yeah, you didn't. Stupid sticks.
I'm just afraid they're gonna grab me.
Honestly, that's a healthy fear to have.
Is that moving?
No.
Okay. Wouldn't be the first time. I guess I can't go through here.
Nope.
I'll go over here.
You should be able to,
That's
but
rude.
no.
That's rude. Why you do that?
Because there's nothing over there that you're intended to go get or do.
Those are things, right?
Those are things.
Okay.
Those are very important things. You need to kill every one of those things.
They're very jumpy.
Do not leave one of those things alive.
I don't like it.
This is the entire reason we're here.
Did they run away from me? Okay.
So that big thing behind you is a gate that you should be able to open.
I hear one. Do you hear it?
Yeah, it's probably on the other side of that door.
Oh. So they turn into something else?
So if you don't give Spider Lady 30 humanities, this door does not open.
What the hell is that?
Kill those fast if you can. Wait, kill those two, don't go up the stairs.
One went up there, though.
Yeah, one did go up there.
Ew. Okay, is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
Don't go upstairs?
I don't know. I'm confused now. You can go up, just don't go outside. So don't go through that.
Oh, I thought that was a bug. Like a giant version of the... Wait, no!
Okay, so turn around.
Damn it. Okay. So wait. Was that it?
That's it. We needed to come down and kill those. That's all. You can go back now.
To the fog door?
Yep.
Okay, so they become a problem during the boss if you don't kill them.
No, this is for different reasons. This is an optional thing, but it's for reasons.
Smiley face. Okay, tell her.
Yep.
Should we try to do that jump? I feel like we wouldn't die if I fell from there.
I mean, there's not much harm in trying. Even if you die, you just get back here. You don't even have that many souls. Yeah, easy jump. Easy jump, easy life. It's a consumable soul item. Oh shit, look at you! Damn! Sticking pinpoint landings on sub-branches? Alright.
I was mad I couldn't jump up from that one, but...
Yeah. But it did, like, if you had
Look at
fallen
how
all the
sweaty
way...
my hands are. It's sweaty. They're really sweaty.
You're not even doing anything that stressful right now.
Everything in this game is stressful. Are you
know
kidding
what?
me?
Fair. So, wait. You can go through the fog door now. And you have all the Estus you need, so...
We'll see about that.
I'm not saying you're gonna win this in one. I'm saying if you lose, it won't be because of Estus.